Gilbert Burns. How are you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Not too bad. Obviously, it's an exciting time for you back in the cage after, I would say, quite a lot longer than you would have liked. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's very correct. I was uh July 10th was the last fight. I was asking, trying to get another fight. A lot of opponents back then didn't have a fight schedule. I was trying to get one of these guys, but it didn't happen. But we're finally here, so I'm excited.
Chimaev, of course, is somebody who there's a lot of hype around, but he's a big name, but he hasn't been tested at this level yet, right? I know that he fought Li Jinglang in his last fight, and that's someone who was ranked. But you are a different animal to any of these other guys.
Yeah, that's right. And but I have a lot of respect to the guy. I think Shimaev is very, very tough. I think he didn't take a punch, like maybe one or
Mhm.
two punches in 4 fights. That's a big thing. High level wrestler, got power in his hand, got good grappling, very tall, very big vision. Yeah, I'm getting ready to a freaking monster. That's what I'm looking forward to, and I give a lot of respect to the guy. It's gonna be a big step up for him, but let's see if he's gonna be ready for the test.
You, of course, are known for your incredible grappling and things like that. Are you expecting that at some point during this fight you're going to have to show your ability off your back?
I hope so. I hope so. I think we must do it. He's a high level wrestler. I'm a high level grappler. I think we're gonna see it all. We're gonna see a lot of striking, a lot of grappling, a lot of wrestling, and I hope so.
It's an exciting card for you guys because your pal Ian Garry is on as well, right?
Yeah, Ian Garry. We got two guys from Sanford MMA. We got Mickey Gall,
Of
one of the
course.
first fights, and then we got Ian Garry.
Mickey Gall, how long has he been at Sanford?
He's been here maybe 2, 3 months, I believe, like 3 months.
A lot of people talk about you and Ian, and I know you guys have a great relationship, but
Yeah,
I would pay to see sparring between you and Mickey Gall, even if there was no striking, particularly if there was no striking involved.
yeah. I love both guys. We helping each other. I'm fighting a taller guy. Sometimes I work with Ian. Sometimes I work with Mickey as well. And yeah, I like both. Very young, good prospect, and yeah, they bring a good energy. I like both guys, and we have fun sparring with both guys.
The atmosphere at Sanford must be fantastic at the moment. A lot of guys winning, a lot of good stuff coming up, and it must just be a joy to go into that gym every day. Of course, the weather's always beautiful in Florida as well.
Yeah,
It seems like everyone there is so happy at the moment.
yeah, we happy, but we have good energy at the gym. Good people. Everybody works super hard. We got Coach Henry like controlling everybody. We got other coaches as well. Too. We got quite a lot of people coming in right now. I asked to don't get more people because it's a lot of people. Sometimes we got 60 guys, 70 guys in the
Yeah.
mat, so it's too much. But overall, we're doing a good job. I think intensity is good, energy is very good, a lot of options, good training, good testing. I like it's a good time in Sanford right now.
Of course, the welterweight division is an interesting one, and I know that you and Kamara were good friends and you fought before, and it's always tough when you fought the champion before to get back to the title shot. But it seems like all Kamara does is rematches these days. It's Masvidal,
Yeah.
it's Covington, it's going to be Edwards. Seems like it's not out of the realms of possibility you get back in there with him.
Uh, I hope we keep it like that. If I beat Shimaev and get that rematch. But yeah, a couple guys are coming too. You got Shimaev, you gotta pass through me, you gotta pass through him. We got Vicente Luque right there. Or Bilal Muhammad is gonna be one of these two that are gonna step up. But yeah, he's been doing freaking a good job. Kamaru Usman beating all these guys, and yeah, I think these are the fresh blood right there. Might be Shimaev or Vicente Luque and Bilal Muhammad, but I'm gonna make my best. Don't let Shimaev even get close to that.
How good do you believe that he is? Obviously, we hear all these great training room stories about how he's destroying all these really high level people and he could be the middleweight champion and all of this stuff. Do you believe a lot of this stuff? How, like, based on what you have seen and what you hear from other people around different gyms, how good do you think Chimaev really is?
I think he's very good. I'm not gonna be the guy like doubting him. I think he's very good. I think for sure they kind of they overdo a little bit. 100%. They not. I don't see they lying, but for sure they. Like I think they saying extra.
Yeah.
Especially like when you hear from Darren Till and Gustafson. So I grappled with Gustafson like a couple of years ago, and then I see nothing special with Gustafson. Like even that he was way bigger than me, I did whatever I want. And these guys are monster, and then like I did whatever I did, whatever I want with you as well. And like Darren Till too, like it for me sometimes it get twisted because think about this guy on top of you, but like Derek Bronson was just on top of you. We can name like 3 4 guys that was just on top of him. So I kind of respect. I see what he's saying. I think he does have a very high level wrestler. He's very strong. Look at that. It looks that he's very strong, has a good cardio, but it is what it is. I'm here to fight the best. I just said multiple times I have 2 goals in the UFC. One is to become a champion. The second goal is to fight the best guys in the UFC. And then I think and I hope he's one of the best. I wanna face the best guys in the UFC.
Do you does it frustrate you when Colby Covington kind of poo-poos the idea of ever fighting you? Because number one and number two, I would think that's like the fight to make, especially since both of you have already, been in there with Kamaru, and they might need a way to sort of prove who should be the top contender. Because it does seem like, I would say the rankings right now are pretty accurate. I guess Leon Edwards maybe like would be a good. Well, otherwise, like I look at these rankings and I say, yeah, you and Colby are probably the 2 best welterweights aside from Kamaru.
Yeah, what he said what
But
did he
he
say?
doesn't seem to like the idea of fighting you too much.
He shouldn't, like that's a very tough fight for him. What he gonna do? He gonna what, take me down? He doesn't have a lot of knockout power on his hands. He's gonna strike with me. I don't think it's a good idea for him as well. But we'll see. I think I heard from Dana a little bit that my fight might be the number 1 contender. He said
Mhm.
makes sense, but we'll see. I think only it will make sense if me or Hamza got to finish, and then thank you. We're gonna be the next one for the title. If it's a decision, if it's a tough fight, Colby will be next for me for the winner between me and Hamza. And then he will be in a place that he doesn't have a lot of options.
You mentioned Hamzat and Darren Till. Do you have any friends that you're as close with as Hamzat and Darren Till seem to be?
Vicente Luque is a very close friend of mine, and yeah, but I don't think they are that close. I don't know. I think they kind of getting close right now, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bit of do you know this word bromance?
Yeah, I saw that. Might be a little bit. I think. What I think is Darren Till needs kind of motivation right now. He
Yeah.
needs a little change. He needs a guy, and the guy offering him help. I think. Yeah, I think he's doing a good thing. Getting with a new guy now that is a very high level wrestler that might have been helping him with the wrestling. And Darren too, even though he's very young, but he got a lot of experience, fought for the title. I think he's a mix for. I think both guys can take a lot of advantage from that relationship.
I know you've been down at lightweight. Did you ever consider maybe moving up now from welterweight after maybe the Usman fight? Did you ever consider again making another move up to middleweight?
If I go back down to lightweight or
No,
if I
did you
go
ever
up
think of
to
going
middleweight,
even further up?
yeah, I can go up super quick. All my strength conditioning coach, everyone said, bro, it will be so easy to like make you very big and go up. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I still wanna I still wanna get another title shot at 170 before I move down or up. But for sure, if I was thinking of moving the division, for sure, be up.
I know that Edwards is getting the next shot, and
Yep.
now it looks like maybe the next one after that won't be any of you guys. It won't be Hamzat. It won't be you. It won't be Colby. It'll be Conor McGregor, is what he seems to think. What do you think of that? Does that annoy you? Does that frustrate you?
No, not really. I think that guy he has the power. If you really want it, he he can get it. I don't think he should, just because the last results, he didn't show, he didn't had a great performance on his last couple fights, but he's the freaking guy that he can kind of, he can make it happen. I don't feel bad. I still think I still gonna be fighting for the title. I do believe that, but I don't know. It feels that doesn't make sense and it's not gonna happen. But I know freaking guy can make it happen. So we'll see. Let's see until until that doesn't happen. Let's try to get the title and beat the guy that he's gonna face. That's one of my
Yeah.
goals.
Does he have any chance against Usman, do you think, or no?
I do believe he got chances against a lot of guys, but I think he gotta change. He gotta change. He gotta make it change. It's like the freaking Hockey Balboa move. He gotta go to the mountains. Like get out of those freaking drinking and going out. I do believe he can, but he gotta go back to the Fox, that hungry Conor McGregor that was back in the days. I do believe he can, but he gotta go away to a mountain, to a, don't need to be specifically a mountain, but you know what I mean. He gotta go away with the team only, with all his team, family, just training, relax, get out of. Someone gotta take his phone, take all those yes men around him, and then I think he can come back. But other than that, if it doesn't make a big change, I don't think he can do everything that he did it again.
Have you already been training this morning?
Yes.
Did Ian show up on time this time or no?
Who show up?
Did Ian Garry show up on time or no?
No, he always late. Like always, always 5-10 minutes late every time. We don't even, on the beginning we start saying, we don't even say nothing anymore now. Whatever, bro. You got your time. You got a fight coming up. We kind of understand. Take your time. But he's always late. He's on the. We used to have a saying the Brazilian time. Now we're gonna say the Irish time.
Do you think he's going to be a top welterweight in the years to come? Obviously, he's got a lot of work to do, and he's going to have to build up the division. Yeah. And he's young, but do you think that at some point he will be a top contender in the division as well?
I think he can. I think he does have the potential. Still super young, a lot of talent. It's up to him, to be honest. It's up to the guy to start. Even though those little things that we were just playing about, he got to freaking be on time. If he really wanted, he got to be the first one to be there. Make sure he do the actual work. He freaking hungry, learning. Getting better on his grab, making that strike as sharp as can be. And I do believe with a lot of work, 100%, he can become a champion.
Does he speak any Portuguese to you?
A little bit. He's learning. He got in a neighborhood with a lot of Brazilians. His Portuguese getting better.
Yeah, because I know his wife is is she Portuguese or Brazilian or something like that?
She's Brazilian. Yeah, she's Brazilian.
Yeah, no, it's a fascinating time. He's obviously, I'm from Ireland, so he's like the guy that everyone talks about here as the next big prospect. And it's fascinating to hear how he is behind the scenes. But I had heard that he likes showing up a little late for training.
Yeah, he does like it, but those little habits, if he start cutting that and like being very, very, because to become a champion, he's not just the talent. He's not just he eats a lot of things. It's the extra hours. Is the mentally prepare, like the weight cut, the training, the gas, the cardio, the grappling, the striking. It's so many boxes that you need to check that you gotta be super professional, and I think he can do it. I think everybody can do it, but you just gotta put your mind to it.
Last one for me. The way judging is in MMA. Of course, you've been on the right side of some decisions, the wrong side of some decisions, and do you think against someone like Chimaev, the style that Chimaev has, you're gonna have to submit him to get the win here?
I'm gonna get to not submit him, but I'll need to finish. I do believe. I saw the fight a couple of times on my head. I do a lot of visualization, but I don't like going to judge. I don't. Or I'm gonna get a finish, or he gonna get a finish, and that's the way I see. And especially especially if he comes the way he comes and I go the way I go, yeah, first, second round finish. He's not going to the third round. That's the way I see.
Gilbert, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to this fight. I hope our next interview is after a big win, and you've beaten him, and you've got that O off his record. Thank you so
Amen.
much.
Amen to that. You're welcome.
And shout out to Love Hemp, by the way. Great
Yes.
company, and lot of good stuff happening. Actually, you may as well tell us something about how you got involved with them as well before we go.
Yeah, I've been involved with Love Hemp over 7 years already, you know, and being in love with the product, using the oils, especially after a hard session when I know, oh shit, I gotta recover good. So I'm taking my Love Hemp and my body solve, you know, that's my best friend during training camping, you know, like all the bruises, all the things, that's body solve Love Hemp is the best one in the business. He helped me so much.